Alrighty, welcome to another episode of Fat Boy's Garden. This is the results of my new spring garden, if you want to call it that. And I think the last video showed what it looked like before I started on it. And over here, go over what we done planted so far. We got some, what's that, Scotch bonnet peppers that I planted on April the 29th. We have some Hungarian wax peppers. We have Hungarian wax peppers planted that same day. We have long red slim cayenne peppers. We have ghost peppers. And then over here I have some lemongrass. My wife has decided that she wanted some lemongrass, so I planted it. Never planted it before, not sure how that's going to come out. And then way down here, looks like we have a serrano pepper. So I think it's a little early to be planting peppers, but I guess we're going to see. I got some green peppers over here. We planted some green peppers, some red peppers, and some yellow peppers. And then over there we have some eggplant. Let's bring that in a little bit. We got some eggplant, and out of the 5, I've got one that looks like it's not gonna survive. That plant was planted about at the same time about a week ago, and some of those are really big and they've really taken off. But I got that one that just isn't doing much of nothing. So we have to wait and see how that works out. And then I've got these 2 pallets of buckets. I haven't quite done anything with yet because I don't know what I'm going to put in them. I'm leaning towards okra in one set and corn in another set. And then over here I don't get very much sunlight. So I got to try to figure out what I'm going to plant over here, because there ain't much sunlight up here. And then let's go up the hill back here. And I've done some planting up here. Let's see here. Right here I've got some tomatoes. I think these are Rutgers tomatoes. I got 3 of those. And then I've also planted some squash and some zucchini in there with that. And over here, I'm trying my hand at strawberries again. Now I put these little things over the top of it to keep the squirrels out, and so far it's worked pretty good. Back there, I had some Wando shelling peppers. And if you look, I planted those on they were supposed to be harvested today. But they're not even anywhere close to being ready. And when I planted them, they said that they didn't need much sun, that they were shade tolerant, but that's not true. Over here, I planted some kale. This stuff I all planted like the first week of March. This kale, and I never thinned it, and you see what I'm working with there. And I just planted some cucumbers back there. And then over here, I believe I've got watermelon in the front and sweet potatoes in the back. I don't expect to get much out of this, but we're gonna see. And as you can see, I still haven't cleaned this part of my garden up yet. I got to come up here with some Roundup, get that cleaned up. I've only been home for a little over a week, and I've gotten all of this done. So I still got to get cleaned up here. I came home and was surprised another tree fell. And I think it came out of the top of one of those trees. But it fell, and it's got some of my buckets covered up. Luckily, I don't have anything in there, but I do have some dirt up there that I probably need to get to, that I want to try to use this year. And then in the midst of that, I'm also going to cut down this tree because it's pretty dead. I don't think there's any life left in that tree. So I'm going to cut that tree down as well. And then this one over here, I'm going to trim this one back over here. And then I've got one here that's the source of my problems right now. I got way too much shade up here now. I trimmed this back a couple years ago, and now it's grown out again. So I got to figure out how I'm going to get up that high to trim some of them branches out of there, so I can get a little more shade up here. I mean, a little more sun up here. I get about 2.5, maybe 3 hours of sunlight up here early in the morning. And that is it. That's all the sunlight I get. So let's go on back down the hill here. And got a couple things over here in my other garden that I'm kind of proud of. That I'm a little bit proud of, and I'm hoping for good things out of this year. Over here, I planted some, what were these tomatoes? I don't remember what these, these were Rutgers? No, I don't remember what these were. But anyway, I probably should have labeled them, but I did find out they're going to get to be 10 feet tall. So I went ahead on and put my cages there and put some sticks on them already to account for those 8 to 10 foot tomato plants that are going to be growing. I'll think about what those are in a minute, because I think those are Rutgers up there, and I just don't remember. But now here's my surprise. Look at all of these blueberries. And so far the birds have not started eating them yet. So I've got enough time. I'm going to have to take in, I got some bird netting I'm going to put over that. But I'm thinking that I'm probably going to build like a little cage around them. And so that way if they continue to grow, I'll have plenty of blueberries here this year. And hopefully we'll be able to eat them instead of the squirrels eating them or the birds eating them. Last year when I put the netting over them, a squirrel got hung up in the netting, and I didn't realize the squirrel was there, but the squirrel ended up dying in there. So we're going to see how all of that works this year. And this thing here, I thought this thing here was dead. I don't even know what kind of plant it is, but we planted this thing last year and it died, and all of a sudden I didn't pay it any attention. Darn thing came back. I know it has flowers on it, but I don't remember what kind of plant it is, but nonetheless it came back. We're going to take a walk around front here where I've got some strawberry plants at. And once again, I made another mistake. I got all indeterminate tomato plants. Not watching what I was buying, just bought them because there was an abundance, and I got these plants, I think they were like $1.50 each or $2 each. But anyway, these were planted last Monday. Here we are a week later, and look at the size of that plant, and that was a seedling. So I've got some black creme that I planted. I got 2 of those. I got 2 Brandywine pink. I've got 2 whoppers. I've got 2 black cherry. And I've got 2 Brandywine red. And all of these plants are indeterminate, and they're going to get up to 10 feet. I was not expecting that. I thought I had all determinates, but that's my own fault. I didn't look it up before I bought them. So we're going to start back to giving you some updates about 2 or 3 times a month. Today is May 7th. Tomorrow being my birthday, May the 8th. So I'm looking forward to having a great birthday here at home, working in my garden. That's going to do it for now. This is TJ from Fat Boy's Garden, and we're going to see you next time.